Thousands of children have been kidnapped by marauding armies of child traffickers and transformed them into child soldiers, who help escalate the chaos and madness that has engulfed much of the African continent. Many were already orphaned by years of civil war. They find a new kind of family in the brutal ragtag military that captures them body and soul. At a small school in Sierra Leone, a boy named Ezra, along with other children, watched as a group of guerrillas kill one of their teachers while kidnapping them. The weaker children are shot. The rest become soldiers in the People's Revolutionary Front, a radical militia group fighting other rebel groups during the last decade. Ezra's story is told in a series of flashbacks. Brainwashed by the military, he's given powerful amphetamine shots that keep him awake for days, destroys his capacity for conscience, and wipe out any memory of the bloody events in which he participates.
Ezra is the story of 16-year-old Ezra being questioned for 1 week by the Truth and Reconciliation Commission in Sierra Leone. The Sierra Leonean Truth TRC was created in 2002 at the end of a decade of long civil war in the country as a way for the country to heal its wounds.
You can fight for 4 days non-stop. You have no fear, you feel nothing. You become the gun, you are an AK-47. Your conscience is not there. You are not a human.
So you don't remember who or how many people you killed?
Young Ezra was only 7 years old when the rebels abducted him and spirited him into the jungle for military training. 7 long years have passed since that fateful day. The war is over. At a Reconciliation Committee investigation, Ezra struggles to recall the details of his participation in a deadly raid on his own village. Ezra's sister can no longer speak because her tongue was cut out in the raid. Yet, she reveals a long-held secret by writing down what he had done that puts his entire life in a whole new light. Ezra has won more than 5 top prizes, including at America's Sundance Film Festival. Films from 11 and other African countries, including Angola, Burkina Faso, and Liberia, are being shown at the AFI Festival this week. Paul Ndiho, VOA News.
I am African. I was born in Zambia, but I now live here in the DC metro area, and I am just excited to see anything that brings me back closer to home. So I'm really excited to be here and really excited about the show.
So I feel that Africa pretty much gets shortchanged as far as coverage is concerned, but things like these, documentaries are one way of actually showing that there is something positive happening in the continent of Africa.
So it's important to have spaces like this where you see films that actually talk about the different kinds of life that live on the continent and tell lots of different stories.
African film gives you an opportunity to experience Africa from a totally different perspective.